Evan, what's up, brother? Welcome into the case study abyss. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, of course, man. Great to see you again.
How are we doing,
Looking
dude?
forward to sharing my experience.
Yeah, man, let's do it. Well, first things first, like, why don't you share just a little bit about your agency, what you do, where you're based, all that sort of stuff. Give some people some context before we jump into the good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm Evan Cassidy. I'm the founder of Boomin' Brands Media. We're a white label video editing agency. The nice thing is we have a team all around the world. So I'm based in Medellin, Colombia. We have people in the Philippines, in Italy, in South Africa, in Mexico, Colombia, all over the place. So we've got a pretty remote team, which is cool.
It's dope. Let's go. So basically, you agencies hire you to white label their video editing so they can be more efficient with their video edits.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
have the whole team of editors, project managers, and then all the systems built out to make the editing process really
Yeah.
efficient. So instead of agencies going and hiring and training an army of freelancers,
Yeah.
they essentially use us to do the video editing for them.
Yeah. Yeah, which is huge. If you're an agency watching this, check out Boom and Brands.
Yeah.
So let's go. Cool, man. So why don't you share a little bit about like some of the roadblocks that were kind of coming across inside of your business before joining Agency U, and like what you were dealing with, and what you were trying to do to mitigate those.
Yeah, definitely, man. So before joining Agency U, I was honestly on 2 months of going from my agency growing every single month to my agency shrinking, right? And it was scary, right? I'm an individual founder. I don't have any partners. I have a big teams, but I didn't really have anybody that I could go to and throw these problems against and really try to get like good solid advice on how to turn the ship around, right? We had a record month, and then we had a worse month, and then we had an even worse month. And then that's when I started with the agency U, because I wanted to work on things like differentiation, right? Editing has become so commoditized that I've realized that in order to stand out from the competition, in order to grow the agency that I like how I want it to, and to keep customers on board for a long time, I need to figure out how I can create a service which offers as much value as possible and that is different than all of the other video editing agencies or freelancers out there. So that was a big thing,
Yeah.
and really helping change that offer and going from just a commoditized video editing service, which what we were, to now we're offering strategy. We're offering social media strategy, which people can also white label as well. So we can do that for the clients of our clients. And then also this new done with you video editing implementation and editor placement offer that we're bringing to market now, and that we have a
Nice.
lot of interest on.
Let's
So,
go.
yeah, man. So that
So
was that was big. That was on
yeah.
like the kind of strategy fulfillment side, and then on the sales side of things, like I at this point I didn't have an appointment setter. I was doing all of the like appointment setting myself, as well as in the trenches in the sales calls, and I like knew I needed to get those roles hired out, but I just like wanted more of a roadmap to do that, right? And I don't want to just hire an appointment setter, then have to hire another one in a month from now. So I really leveraged Gilberto to help me create the onboarding, the SOPs, what to look for in an appointment setter. And I was able to land like an absolute rock star, and she's been with
Sick.
me for now a few months, and she's absolutely killing it. She's killing
Sick.
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it was one, lack of clarity and direction and just a community and people to talk to about this sort of stuff. Two, it was kind of removing yourself as being just commoditized and just competing on price. I think our conversation was like, it's a race to the bottom with what I'm doing. How do I get out of this? And then
Yeah.
three was dialing in the sales stuff. That's kind of like the like you in the trenches on freaking Instagram all day trying to set appointments or cold calling people or warm
Yeah.
calling, whatever it would be, and getting that dialed in. So, like, with like what specifically did we help you with? And then, um, like, the more specific, the better, because people will listen and they can like feel like for example, we had one-to-ones and it was really helpful to dial in the strategy of XYZ or whatever it could be. I don't want to put words in your mouth,
Yeah.
but like, what specifically was helpful, and then what were the outcomes of what we did when we were working with each other?
Yeah, definitely. So I think what was really helpful was the one-on-ones and was having access to you guys through Slack. And what was really cool is that Gilberto and I actually live in the same place in Medellin, Colombia. So we actually like met up in person and did one
Yeah.
of our one-on-ones in person, which was super valuable. But before coming on board, I looked at you guys as where I want to be, right? Having agencies that are kind of running themselves, that you guys are out of the most of the day to day of the agencies. And that's where I want to be. And you guys have shared a lot of really great resources that you are currently using in your agencies, like some of Gilberto's like onboarding process for his salespeople, yeah, just different really documents and different insights that I can implement now, and that just save me a ton of time and brain power to actually try to create those myself. So that's been huge to kind of get the blueprint to where I want to be as an agency.
Let's go. And what has been like the results, like from when you started with us to now inside of your business, from numbers perspective, from feeling perspective, from vision perspective, from like I don't hate my agency perspective? Like what does that look like?
Yeah, 100%. So when I started with you guys, like I was scared. 2 months of the revenue going down, I felt like I was commoditized. I didn't have clear direction. Now I'm at a, and I that month I did $45,000. Now last month I did $75,000. I
Let's
have
go.
much more clear direction of where I'm going. We're already offering new services that are giving value to our customers. And this new offer that I'm bringing to market, thanks to you guys, is I feel like going to be an absolute game changer for the business.
Yeah.
Also, like I'm not doing any appointment setting anymore. I've got this woman just absolutely crushing it for me, and I'm finally about to hire a closer. So I just had a really good
So
interview before this call. Actually, I've got another one tomorrow, and I'm feeling really good about giving an offer to one of those two people, so I can finally like
cool.
step back from the sales trenches and then work on really like directing the ship and playing the CEO role.
Yeah. It feels like your shoulders have gotten a little bit lighter since you started with us, and like you feel a little bit more clear on the vision where you want to go. It's not like a race to the bottom. Like there's new offerings that adds value to people, which is what we do as business people in order to actually serve them, but also grow the business and ultimately work yourself out of it. So you're not in the trenches, doing everything, and you can more so be high level. That's
Yeah,
dope, dude. Almost
100%.
doubled your business. Let's
Yeah,
fucking go, dude.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
100%. Almost
So
doubled the business, added to the team.
removed yourself. You have more
Yep.
time right now, or once you get the closer, you'll
Yeah,
probably
once I get
feel
the
like,
closer for sure. But I mean, I definitely have more time because I'm not doing the setting, right?
yeah,
And yeah, I have,
played a lot more
yeah,
paddle.
yeah, exactly.
There you go. Just go to the beach. I guess there's no beaches in Medellin, really, unless you go to Bogota.
Yeah,
Never been, so can't say it.
add it to the list, man.
Yeah, I know I need to get down there probably in a couple months, but
Yeah.
anyway. So if I'm an agency watching this, like, what do you think, um, like, prevents people from seeing something similar to what you have seen, like from doubling the business to starting to remove yourself to feeling clear on your vision? Like, what do you think are the roadblocks for most people?
I think just taking the risk of getting started. Like something that I've learned in business over the years is that you have to take risks in order to take results. And instead of thinking about all of the reasons like why something's not going to work with you, think about the reasons of why something is going to work with you or something can work for you, and then make it happen. Because,
Mhm.
based on my experience with you guys, based on a bunch of other people's experience in the group, this stuff works, right? And you can make it work, but it just comes for taking the first jump and then taking the action to actually get there, and following through with the playbooks, following through after the one-on-one calls, going through the Notion material, communicating with other people in the group. Like, everything is there to get you to whatever your goals would be. It's just like you just got to do it.
Totally. Yeah, action is for sure the common denominator that a lot of people say when they say that. So if I'm an agency watching this and maybe I've talked to our team, maybe I'm considering joining agency, maybe I'm considering just like booking a call, like what would you say to those people as it pertains to agency U and just in general?
Talk to these guys. They're awesome. I personally know Austin and Gilberto now. Austin and I have actually been like, we were Instagram buddies for a couple years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years before I finally came on board. And I can tell you that these guys are the real deal. They practice what they preach. They've been in the trenches themselves, built up their own businesses from nothing, and now they're essentially sharing everything that they did to get to where they are, and they're helping a bunch of us. So it's, you can't lose anything by at least hopping on a call and just seeing what the offer is.
Dope. All right, bro. Anything else that would be helpful to add before we sign off? Thanks again for taking the time to do this and share some of your experiences.
Yeah, no problem, man. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I think we hit on everything. You can kind of
Cool.
chop that up and just grab some golden nuggets from it.
Let's do it.
That's
Yeah,
good,
man.
man. We're on like a big testimonial push right now as well, which is nice.
Nice. Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
always thing. So,
yeah, yeah. They're good, and it feels good to get them too. You're like, all right, yeah, we're
yeah, yeah,
doing a
yeah.
good job.
Totally. Yeah. All right, bro. Thanks so much
All right,
for taking time to do this.
yeah,
Appreciate you, man.
no problem,
Um,
bro. Appreciate you.